Hello students, in our previous class we have studied about major water bodies and movements of ocean water. There are three movements of ocean water: waves, tides and currents. In our previous class we have studied about waves. Today we will study about other two movements of ocean water, that are tides and currents. Tides. Sea water rises up the shore at certain time of the day and then ebbs or recedes at regular interval. The rhythmic rise and fall in the level of sea is known as tide. Tides are the rhythmic rise and fall of the sea water. Tides are caused due to gravitational force exerted by the moon, sun and rotation of the earth. The moon, being closer to the earth, exerts a greater gravitational force on water bodies closer to it. The height of tide varies every day since it is contingent on the relative position of the moon and the sun with respect to the earth. It means the height of the tide, it depends on the relative position of the moon and sun with respect to the earth. During the full moon and the new moon, the sun, moon and the earth are in the same straight line. So the combined gravitational pull causes high tide, known as spring tide. If in the first and the quarter half the ocean water is pulled in diagonally opposite by the gravitational force of the sun and the earth, it results in the occurrence of low tide, which is known as neap tide. So when sun and moon are in opposite direction, there is a formation of low tide. This low tide is known as the neap tide. Importance of tide. First is tide clear mud and silt deposit from the mouth of the river and so keep them open for ship. When the river deposit the sediments near the mouth, in their mouth means near sea or the ocean, it is difficult for ship. So tide clear mud and silt deposited from the mouth of the river. Tides are of immense help in shipping and navigation. Ships leave the harbor when the tide goes out and enter when the tides come in. Harbor means the place near the sea or the ocean or in the port where ships are kept. Spring tides are especially favorable for large ships. Fishermen greatly benefit due to tides as fish come near the coast during high tide, enabling a bountiful catch. It means during the high tide, when there is rise in the ocean water, fishes come near the coastal area, and fishermen greatly benefit due to the tides as fish come near the coast during high tide, enabling a bountiful catch. Tides are very important source of renewable energy in the form of fast moving of water during inflow and outflow. In view of the predictability of tide, tidal power stations have been set up in Canada, France, China, Russia, South Korea, Japan. The Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat has been identified for the development of tidal power.